Hi, Mr. Andrew here, and today we're talking about functions, and before me I have a set of ordered pairs. So notice that we have these squiggly little braces on the outside, and that denotes a set. And the question is this a function? So the definition of a function is it's a relationship between the input and the output, where each input has a distinct output. That was a lot of words there. It sounds a little confusing, but what we really want is if we plug something in, we can only get one possible answer out. Okay? So, for instance, the way to start solving these is mapping. My favorite way is mapping. So here, if we have our x's and we have our y's, okay? Now we take the x of each one of these and the y of each one of these and place them in the map, in the circle, okay? So we'd place a 1 and a 3 and a 1 again, so I don't actually have to place that 1. Now here I have a 2, a -5, and a -2. Now I start mapping. If I have 1 and 2 connected, I connect my 1 and my 2. My 3 and -5. And then 1 and -2, so my 1 again goes to the -2. Alright, now the question here is this a function? The answer is no. We have a split on our x side, meaning that if I place a 1, my input, if I place a 1 in, what am I going to get? A 2 or a -2? It does not have a distinct output, which is my y. Okay, so this is an example of not a function. The x's repeat with two distinct answers, so we don't know which one it is. That's not a function. Now here's another set of points. So here, let me get my map back out. We're going to do x and we're going to do y, also known as input and output. And really these could be any variables, technically. Now here we have a 6, a 7, and an 8, and over here we have -2, -3, -3, so just -2 and -3. There's no reason to repeat. Okay, so if I have 6 going to -2, and I have 7 going to -3, and I have 8 going to -3, now this looks like it's not a function, just like the last one. There's a split. However, it's on my y's. See how it's over here now, the technical split? This is a function. If you look, each x only has one line running from it. Each x has one distinct answer. It doesn't matter that two of the x's have the same y, just as long as that x distinctly has a single value associated with it. It doesn't matter that's the same value, my same y. So this is an example of a function. So at the end of the day, you're looking at whether your x can have two possible answers. It's really a red herring if you look at the y's. That doesn't tell you much. Only about if it's a one-to-one function, which might be covered later in this section. Thank you, and if you have any questions, just email me.